show where we run down the nominees for the Best Picture Award for the Oscars in the year that it makes sense for us to be recording in.
Well done.
Which is a mouthful. Today we're talking about Moonlight. Intro music.
We don't have intro music.
No, but Moonlight has that sweet 90s theme song, huh? I watched Moonlight
Finally.
very recently, but I'm not the only one on this show. Introduce yourselves. I'm Will, by the way.
I'm Kielan.
I'm Grandpa Batman.
Like it.
It's Patrick.
It's Patrick.
What did you guys think of this movie before I say what I thought of this movie?
This movie is terrifying, but not in like, it's not a horror movie, but it's terrifying.
It makes you kind of feel like eerie almost.
Yeah, everything about it has like a weird, almost surreal feeling.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's so grounded and so realistic that it unsettles you because you're not used to seeing this level of realism on film.
I agree. I think one of the best parts of this film is that I felt like the color palette that they went with, it felt like it was like you were really there experiencing the scene. And they did the same thing with Manchester by the Sea, and it was phenomenal.
There were so many like one take things.
Yeah, there's a lot of like long shots, which is really cool.
Yeah, I really like that. The performances were excellent.
I can't remember
Especially-
who plays the main character. What's his name?
Well,
There's three of them.
No, like the guy with a mustache.
Oh, Mahershala Ali is like his friend. His friend from.
Jesus.
You can cut
He
that
was,
out.
he was
excellent.
really good.
I thought
yeah.
he gave the best performance in the film.
Yeah.
Actually, him and the
And
first
the mom.
kid.
Honestly, he should
I
have.
thought Neil Maher's is fine.
I thought there was one scene where she's just like. It's only one scene, but it's
Which scene is it
amazing.
again?
The scene
Is it
where
the Give Me Your
she's
Money scene?
yeah
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was actually quite a good scene. I forgot. It's been a couple of weeks since I saw this.
yeah.
Yeah,
I just
but-
saw this a couple days ago, so
yeah.
it's fresh in
I
my
think
mind.
the guy who you just said. I think he should have been nominated over Denzel Washington personally.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
He is nominated for best supporting actor.
Oh,
Yeah.
brain fart.
He probably will win. Like I hope he wins.
I think
Okay.
he was great.
I thought the kid playing the first version
Yeah.
of the main character was excellent.
Yeah, he was
Like
really good.
he's a child actor, but he played nuance
Yeah.
so well, and you got so much emotion just from a look. That's
Yeah, 'cause
an
he almost
he's-
never talked.
Yeah, he is an excellent actor. I'm looking forward to see where he goes in his career. Like I honestly think that he could have a really good career.
You know, like what that kind of reminds me of. You know that kid from The Beast of the Southern Wild
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That kid who was like nominated for the Oscar.
Yeah.
What has she done since then?
She
Really
was
nothing.
in Star Wars, man.
Was she?
No, she wasn't.
No.
She played a
Yeah.
stormtrooper.
Although to be fair, she wasn't exactly nuanced in her performance. It was a very showy performance.
Yeah. Why was she nominated? We don't know.
Yes, because as we know, the Oscars only nominate non-shouty performances. Cough, cough, Denzel. Cough, cough. Denzel.
Denzel. Anyway,
I'm predicting he's gonna
But
win.
this movie, sorry to cut you off, Will. As Kielan said, it's a very grounded movie, and I really like movies that make you feel that are grounded and that make you feel like you're there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, agree or disagree, the feeling of that kind of reminded me of The Dark Knight. Agree or disagree, I found The Dark Knight, it was very real and you felt like you could be there, and I kind of felt that as well with this movie.
I thought The Dark Knight was a little bit more cartoony than this.
Well, obviously,
yeah,
this
I
is
know, but
comic.
like at the same time, The Dark Knight still had. Well, first of all, there's a lot more levity in The Dark Knight
Yeah.
than in this.
Yeah.
And the complete lack of levity in this movie.
Yeah.
Well, that would get on my nerves in other movies. It really suited the tone that it was
Yeah.
going for in this. And
Kind of like Whiplash almost.
no, but
in that
Whiplash at
sense.
least had levity. But I mean, like, I guess the levity in Whiplash isn't even supposed to be humorous. It's actually just terrifying when you really think about it. This
Yeah.
man is like a complete like sociopath.
Yeah.
But yet we laugh at his lines. So that's we're getting off on a different tangent. But honestly, this movie is excellent.
Yeah.
Well, you said that the third act didn't do it for you.
Yeah, that's my one gripe with the movie. The third act I found kind of
We should
dragged.
say it's about a
Everyone knows
black
what it's about by
gay
this point.
kid who's growing up
Yeah.
in maybe not like
To be honest, I think we should go without describing it a great deal, other than like, talking about what we liked about it. Because I think going into this movie, if you haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
you should go in not
but
knowing
just-
that much about it.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna
it's
enjoy
like
it.
it's like a this is just kind of like for your point. It's a 3-act structure where each act is like a portion of his life.
Yeah.
And the oldest actor I thought was the weakest of the three. First of all, I thought okay. First of all, my favorite scene in the movie was the scene where he's sitting down at the table with Mahershala Ali and asks if I don't want to say the word, but I mean asks that is gripping. That scene was gripping. But and then I also really love the scene where he walked through the high school. Really
that was
clearly.
amazing.
And you could tell the entire time something was up because he was walking differently.
And a great payoff too.
Yeah, that was great. But I mean, okay, the third act I found really dragged. There wasn't a standout moment like there was in the first two, and I thought it was just kind of anticlimactic for me. Like I expected that there would be, like I don't know, just like something for the performance to latch onto. Or like for the audience to latch onto in terms of performance or something like that.
I think it was necessary. I think it tied up like loose ends and it did it like in a really intelligent and great way. I really enjoyed it. And maybe I agree it wasn't as strong as the other two, but a lot of movies struggle with third act. And this one, the first 2 acts were like incredible, and this one was amazing. So. Anyway, that's gonna cap it off.
Okay, I just want to say one more thing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is personal opinion, but do you guys prefer... Throw them out, yeah. Do you guys prefer this to Whiplash? Or to La La Land?
No.
I enjoyed La La Land more, but I think this may be...
A better movie?
A better film, or at least on par.
Personally, for me, this is my 5th favorite movie of the year. After... a bunch, but I mean, if the third act had been as good as the first two, it would be my favorite of the year. Like honestly, if the movie was just the first 2 acts plus like a third act that was as good, I would prefer it to La La Land. But just because the third act for me, and this is just personal because I know like you guys kind of like the third act, but like it kind of pulled it down for me.
Anyway, that's gonna cap it off for.
That's not.
What do you think of it?
I think this is what it's going to come down to at the best picture. It's going to come down to which one is a better movie and just which one makes you like...
One could say which one is the best picture.
Or which one makes you feel better. Like, if that makes sense. I think Moonlight is a little better than
That's
La
fair.
La Land.
I think La La Land will win, not only because the Oscar likes to like themselves, but also it's
Oscar,
like
the one guy.
the one guy that also
Selects all the winners.
Oscar
but also
Wilde.
the Oscars like it's been a really depressing year. I think they may just choose the film that makes people feel good at the end of that year because I think that's partially what it had going for it going into its release. Like it came out right after big events in the U.S. So.
Well, I think this is gonna be like Spotlight, where both of them end in light. Spotlight, Moonlight.
Whoa!
This is gonna
We've spotted a trend.
Yeah. This is gonna.
It hasn't even won yet.
Yeah. This is gonna. Well, we'll find it on Sunday.
I'm excited for that.
I am too. $5 is on the table, boys.
And anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for Oscars.
It's been an Oscar rundown wrap up.
We're gonna wrap.
Ba-da-ba-da.
That's gonna wrap it up for Oscars rundown.